What's going on, YouTube? It's Rukari, and this month we have a special treat for you. Since it's the month of February, a month that I used to love but now I hate, I thought it would be fun to play some more romantically inclined games because I'm gonna be pretty much alone for this season anyways, for my birthday, for Valentine's Day, all of it. So today, we're gonna play Purrfect Date, and I have absolutely no idea how to play. I'm not gonna read the instructions. We're just gonna start a new game and see what happens to us, okay? Okay, we don't plan things out. Who am I? None of these are perfect. I mean, she's pale. It's not my dream look. My name is... No. We're just gonna act. This is me. That's me, okay? I really wish I could get away from the pink, though. I don't love that. But fine. It'll work. This game supports an autosave feature. Please don't turn off your game while it is saving. What happens if I reject it? Well, what do we have here? It looks like a human. It smells like a human. And I'm sure it will taste like a human. And yet, it calls itself a devil. How is that even possible? All the universe above and below the earth knows that I am the devil. The one and only. The original and everlasting. You sniveling, lying, trembling creature. Allow me to school you in the ways of hell. You call yourself Rukari? And yet you and I both know that is a lie. You are my minion, Rukari Cat. I mean, I literally just left the cat off of my name. I'm not really lying here. You are in my domain now. There is only one voice to listen to, one authority to be obeyed, one will to serve. I am the master of everything. This is gonna kill me. But Rukari Cat, I am a sporting devil too. It would be so easy to crush you into eternal damnation right here, right now. But where's the fun? So this is what I'll do. You have a chance, a slim one, at redemption. Answer the following question correctly and you may escape my clutches for now. Yes, I'll do anything you say, oh great master, or do your worst, horn dog. Listen, I was not expecting the joke answer in accepting the autosave to devolve to something this bad, this fast, so we're just gonna continue on our downward spiral. Up yours, horn dog. Oh, this cackling is gonna kill me. I think I chose wrong. Achievement unlocked. Don't deal with the devil. Chapter 1. I don't think I made the right decisions in any of that, but here we are. Welcome to the real game, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. I think I may have ruined this for myself. I'm not sure how long we've been sailing, but it feels like forever. I'm not feeling too well now, so it's a huge relief to hear the deck lad shout. The island approach! Make yourself ready! I'm finally here. When I applied last month, I was just another broke student living off of baked beans, and I didn't really think I had a chance of being accepted to be a part of the prestigious Cat Island research team. You don't live off baked beans anymore, you live off ramen. That's the way you do it, ramen and eggs. Yet here it is, the little black dot in the distance, growing bigger by the second, is the infamous Cat Island, the place I will call home for the next few months. My heart momentarily skips a beat. What if there's been a mistake? What if they accepted someone else's application and accidentally sent the offer to me? I rummage about in my bag until I find the papers. Yeah, no, this is me. I legitimately thought they messed up when I got into college. DPRI, DP Corporation. Dear Rukari, we are pleased to be able to offer you the position of research assistant to Professor Popper at our research facility on Cat Island. This position will be for an initial period of 8 weeks. Your contract will be sent separately. We look forward to working with yours sincerely, Professor Popper, PhD, BSc, Hans de PG. No mistake. That's my name right there in the top left-hand corner. Rukari. It's his name at the bottom, the genius behind the whole operation, who's definitely a cat. Professor Popper, science genius and my new boss. You're working for a cat. I look up from my papers to see dry land rapidly approaching before us. It seems to be surrounded by a huge barrier of impenetrable black rocks. I can speak this language. As we get closer, we're not slowing down, and I begin to worry that we're going to crash into them. Then at the very last moment, we take a sharp turn to the left, and suddenly we're sailing smoothly towards a jetty and through an opening in the rocks. I blow out the breath that I've been holding and break into a smile. Nicely done, Skipper! Do you even know what that means? The ferryman comes out from behind the steering wheel, ignoring my attempts at camaraderie, and shouts rather briskly, "Take all your belongings! We won't be back for days, so don't leave nothing you'll need." Thank you. I smile weakly at the ferryman and his son and pick up my bags, ready to disembark. We glide seamlessly up to the wooden jetty, and the son leaps ashore to tie us off. He's greeted by a bulky man in a uniform, who I take to be a security officer of some kind. Joe. Sir, caught you a mouse. And then he laughs loudly as though he said the funniest thing he's ever heard. It's very disconcerting. The security guard remains surly and turns his attention towards me. Let's be having you then. He holds out his large hand, which I assume is an offer to help me off the boat, but as I reach out to take it, he snatches it away, throwing me off balance and I'd almost fall over the side. What a great start. ID card. Oh, I see. Of course, I knew that. I misread the signs. I reach into my back pocket and hand over the laminated card I was given on the mainland. Oh, this is a little bit out of date. We're about 6 years away from that. Cat Island security. Meow. He barely looks at it before striding off, grunting over his shoulder. This way. I follow him down a dirt track path and get my first proper view of the island. I mean, it's very pretty, very lush. It's beautiful, lush, and green. I'm already under its spell. Okay, you know what? You don't have to say things right after I say them, okay? I'm trying to be inventive here. After no more than a couple of minutes trekking, we're in base camp, which consists of an assortment of tents and huts. Among them are two more solid-looking structures, one larger and one smaller. I presume these are the labs. The whole camp is moderate but functional. It reminds me of an army outpost. Where the cats at? I was told there would be cats. I'm struck by the lack of people. In fact, there's no one around apart from an older woman sitting outside peeling a pile of potatoes. I smile and give her a little nod, but she just stares back at me. Okay, sorry, Miss Marigold, didn't mean to disturb you. I try not to get paranoid, but the truth is I'm already paranoid. It's part of my core being. Here. He stopped at the largest of the tents, indicating that I should go inside. I feel rude just walking in, so I make my presence known first. Hello? A firm but friendly voice calls out. Come. I don't know if that was firm or friendly. I walk in and there he is, hunched over some documents. The great Professor Popper! He's a person. I'm actually disappointed. I wasn't expecting him to be human. Sir, it's an honor to meet you. Yes, you must be Rukari. Come in, my dear. Glad to have you on board. Good journey? Well, long. Yes, indeed. We're rather tucked away here. Let me offer you some refreshment. Water, coffee, something stronger perhaps? Whiskey? I'd love a cup of tea if there's a pot on the go. I like tea. Ah, I can tell you're new. The tea here tastes like cat's piddle. You really don't want to drink it. Does the cats pee on the tea? I don't actually like coffee. He pours me a cup of coffee from his canteen instead. It's a good thing I like coffee. I don't really like coffee, though. And he needs a lot of cream and sugar. It'll take you a while to find your way around and discover how it all works. So for today, I thought I would just get you kitted out, and maybe introduce you to some of the locals. The cats, that is. I believe you've already met most of the human locals. Oh, I've only met the ferryman and the security guard who brought me here. Yes, that's about it! And the lady outside? Ah, Miss Marigold. Her and her husband are the caretakers. Wonderful couple, the Marigolds. You'll meet them before too long. We're a tidy little family here, Rukari. I'm sure you'll fit in nicely. Thank you, sir. I hope so. Hope I don't end up as cat food. Okay, so first things first. This is your basic kit. He begins going through a pile of things on his desk, explaining each of them in turn. This is your backpack. You can put everything in it. We will be going on plenty of field trips, so it will be very useful. As well as your own water bottle. You spelled well wrong. Some disinfectant hand spray. These are heavy-duty reinforced gloves, which are essential when tagging cats out in the wild. Don't want any scratches from felines we don't know now, do we? I suppose not. I could become a werecat, a were-tiger, cat scratch fever, cat zombie. I could melt like the people from that one Stephen King movie. I shove each item into my new backpack as he gives them to me. Likewise, these goggles are to be brought along on all field trips. This lot here, he indicates to a small pile of what looks like laundry, is basic uniform. Lab coats, masks, stethoscope, etc. Portable first aid kit, camping knife, all tool attachments, and finally, without doubt, most importantly, ominous banging noises from the construction people. This! He holds up something that looks a lot like a mobile phone, except it clearly isn't one. I'm not even gonna say anything. This is your catalog. Catalog? The puns just keep getting worse. Yes, the name comes from its earliest version. It was initially designed to record and store data on the cat, scan them, and log their details. But as you see, we've come a long way since then. Now you can use it to communicate with the rest of our team. I've added everyone's contact details for you. Listen to music, take photos. There's even a pen that comes with it to insert microchips into the back of the cat's neck so we can keep track of them. It's a very valuable piece of equipment, Rukari, and I need you to protect it above all else. Do you understand? Sure. He's looking me directly in the eye and clearly expects a response. Yes, sir, of course. I'll look after it. I won't lose it like I lose my other phone, my real phone every day. Good, you'll get to know all the functions as you go along, but for now I suggest we take a stroll out and see if we can't find a few friends to introduce you to so that you can try it out. He hands me the gadget. I feel a bit nervous taking charge of it, but also really keen to have a go. This is gonna end badly for me. I just know it already. Cats! We head down to the beach, the professor explaining things as we go. The mixture of terrain on Cat Island is quite unique. Even in such a relatively small area, you'll find forests, mountains, jungles, beaches, woodland, all of the different geological and ecological zones in one place. Oh yeah, there's snow, there's tundra, you got a frickin' Canada up in here somewhere? Because that doesn't seem likely. Even if it is remarkable. It certainly is. Even the lack of wildlife is, in itself, quite remarkable. What do you mean, Professor? No deer? Well, put simply, there's a type of force field that surrounds the island, disallowing anything to enter. How did we get in? You mean literally anything? Absolutely, no birds, fish, or creatures of any kind can penetrate it. Forgive my lack of intelligence on this subject, but, we're here? The professor lets out a disconcertingly loud laugh. Ah, I see what you mean. Well, there is, of course, one small break in this invisible wall, and that is where we built the jetty. Convenient. But let's not get too bogged down in all this right now. What you do need to know is that basically this island is shaped like a peanut. How was the peanut thing important to that after the force field statement? Like, if this island has nothing on it, how do the cats eat? Are they just cannibals? Is that it? I mean, I need some more responses here. Do they eat us? Is that why you bring assistance in? Am I cat food? Am I really cat food? He has picked up a nearby stick and draws a simple map in the sand. This is our end of the island. Our end of the island is very well known to us now. We've been researching here for many years. The other end is not so familiar to us. We have encountered difficulties that have hindered our progress in the region. That didn't seem good. This is supposed to be a cute cat dating game, not something that I should be playing in October with amnesia. What type of difficulties, Professor? Well, we're not as sure as we'd like to be, but what I can tell you is that the environment has an adverse effect upon humans, inducing nausea at the very least. And at the worst? Fainting, migraines, possible nerve damage. Yeah, gosh, yeah, that's serious. That is serious. As I say, it's best to keep away, but let's not go into all that now, my dear. You've had a long day. For now, let's just say that we refer to the far end of the island as the danger zone with good reason. I must ask you not to put yourself at risk by venturing beyond this mountain range here. He refers to the map once more, drawing a line just past the center and an X through the end section. There are wild, aggressive cats out there. I wouldn't want you getting too close to them. Unlike our lovely fellows closer to home. He has led me to a spot where a few cats are lounging about. What do you say we try out your catalog now, Rukari? He stoops down and picks up one of the animals, a disgruntled-looking cat who was sleeping under the shade of a palm tree. The cat lets out a displeased mewl, but doesn't struggle. Its large body, billowing with long orange fur, just sort of hangs in the professor's arms in lazy resignation. I mean, yeah, all orange cats share 2 brain cells. He just doesn't have them at the time. Would you like to have a go at scanning this delightful chap? I find the on switch and somewhat timidly activate it. The gadget immediately comes to artificial light, emitting a boop 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 sound with a red pulsating light. I select the app labeled Cat Scan, and it loads instantly. There's no delay on this thing. The professor holds the cat towards me with arms outstretched. I'm sure he said the scanning chip is implemented in the back of the neck somewhere, but it's difficult to find this one's neck amidst the thick cloud of fur. I blow to make a parting and press the catalog to its skin. It's a bit like scanning groceries in the supermarket where I used to work. That should do it. And then he plops the Marmalade Tom back into the shade. Sure enough, upon withdrawal, I find the cat has been successfully scanned. Meow! His name is Floofy Butt. Oh, look at his little arms. He's so precious. Name Floofy Butt. Gender male. Age 10 years, 4 months. Breed red tabby Persian. Eye color red. Cute. Amazing. Clever, isn't it? A large part of your job will be to tag and scan the cats, such as Mr. Floofy Butt here. But it looks like you'll have no problems at all in that area. Excellent work, Rukari. Thanks. Thank you, sir. I can't wait to get started. Well then, why don't you get a bit more practice with the catalog and scan the rest of them while we're here? These 5 spend a lot of time together. They're like a little family, aren't you? Oh, yes, you are. The professor seems to be a genuine cat lover like me. I think we're going to get on great. Throw up a picture of my cat somewhere on the screen right now. Isn't she adorable? Okay, here goes. No help this time. The professor steps back. The first cat I approach is very friendly. With beautiful calico markings, it comes towards me, already purring. Hello, little lady. Oh, your name's Twixie. Oh, you're so pretty. Meow. Trixie, female, 3 years, 8 months, calico American shorthair, eye color green. Fun fact, almost all calicos are actually female, because the genes for calico coloring require 2 X chromosomes, because there's a gene on the first one and the gene on the second one that induces that coloring. You can have a male calico, but it would have to be a male calico with 2 X chromosomes and 1 Y chromosome. Fun fact. Next is an elegant, sleek, hairless cat sitting gracefully in the sun. She doesn't pay me much attention and allows me to scan her with minimal fuss. Ooh. Hi, Snooty Booty. Meow. Snooty Booty, female, 11 years, 1 month, Sphinx, eye color blue. She looks like she wants nothing to do with me. The fourth cat I approach is a noisy one. Meow, 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 meow. His name's McMurphy. He's cute. He's male, 6 years old, brown crossbreed with green eyes. Great. And finally, the one I've deliberately put off until last. He's been skulking around the edges of the activity, eyeing me suspiciously as though he could pounce at any moment. I laugh at myself, already projecting personalities onto these animals. Animals have personalities. That's a thing. Kibbles doesn't like us. He looks very derpy, though. He's a 3-year-old white British long hair with green eyes. Kibbles looks a lot like the doctor. I hope that doesn't come to mean anything significant. All done. Hope you enjoyed meeting some of the locals. The professor lets out a little laugh. I have a feeling you'll get to know them quite well in time. There's probably enough for your first day, don't you think? It's quite a lot to take in. I am suddenly exhausted and grateful to be heading back to camp. Okay? This is so far so weird. It's quite late by the time I've unpacked and settled myself, but I want to write my journal entry before I sleep. Oh god, we're gonna give that up after like 3 days. I can't keep a journal going to save my life. I'm surprised at how chilly it is. I have pulled my sleeping bag right up to my chin, but I still feel goose pimples bloom over my arms. Shivering, I rub them to warm myself up. It makes me smile to think this inherent reaction to the cold is what will be keeping my new feline friends warm tonight. My eyelids close, thinking of cats and the island and the professor. The world around me drifts away as I float up into a dream. See, this is why we don't make the devil cat angry. I bet this is causing me problems. I'm not sure how long I've been asleep, but I wake with a violent jolt that leaves me sitting bolt upright. It's too dark to see anything, but I hear a rustling and then a strange electronic noise. One that in my sleepy confusion I can't place right away. Boop, boop, boop. The catalog! Acting on instinct, I scramble to my feet and follow the noise out of the tent. I look around me and my fears are confirmed when I catch sight of a pulsing red light getting fainter in the direction of the forest. I snap into action, running as fast as I can. It's a catnapping. Barefoot, dressed in my pajamas, running at full speed into the forest in the dark of night. I must be crazy. Yeah, I am. The words of Professor Popper are ringing in my ears. I need you to protect it above all else. My legs are trembling beneath me. I stop, feeling my heartbeat heavy throughout my body. I wheeze in and out, my breath billowing in front of me in light puffs. I shouldn't feel like this. Why am I so dizzy? I'm trying to get my bearings and realize I've blundered perilously close to the danger zone. I can just make out the shapes of some large animals in front of me before my eyes close and I drop to my knees. Dot dot dot. I open my eyes. The calico cat I scanned yesterday is sitting in front of me. She drops the catalog at my feet. I pass out. Maybe this was a bad idea to piss off Devil Cat first thing. I don't know. I can't tell if this is meant to happen or not. Hello? Can you hear me? Are you okay? What is it? Don't be ridiculous, Kibbles. It's a human. Oh yeah. Yuck. I can smell it now. Smells like a human. Oh, do be quiet. Are they alive? Of course it's alive. It's breathing, you imbecile. Why isn't it moving? Would you come on and give them some space? Move back a bit. Yeah, stand back. Move out of my way. Let me have a proper look. I begin to come to. The Sphinx cat is standing over me as I open my eyes. We stare at each other for a moment while I try to take in what's happening. Is this one defective? Oh, I feel sick. I'm gonna puke. The cats watch me intently. Am I going insane? Ah, my head! What is it chattering about? They're scared and confused. Let me talk to them. I like you, Trixie. You're my favorite. Human? Are you alright? I remember. You took my catalog. Oh, but I gave it back to you. It's back in your pocket now. I try to reach into my pocket and realize my hands are scratched to shreds. Ow, 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 what's wrong with my hands? I try to stand. Ow, my feet, what happened to me? Yeah, I guess that's from all the climbing. I told you it wasn't ready for that. What's that? Ready for what? Did I just get kidnapped by cats and just dragged into the forest? Its anatomical structure is far too delicate. I tried to slow it down. Yeah, Floof, you try restraining a human who's that determined. It was like a mag gaze. Its anatomical structure didn't seem that delicate to me. I was like a what? Doing what? You made your own way back to the beach. Okay, but that doesn't explain... I show my bleeding hands. Ah, you crawled, Kara. Are you Spanish now? Kara? What's Kara? Who's Kara? That's not my name. My name's Ricari. It's a term of endearment. It's an oh, he's Irish. It's an Irish thing. I thought Cara Mia was Italian. It's inappropriate. Wait, I crawled? You sure did. Like a cat? Yep. All the way from the mountains. Like a bleating mountain lion. Impressive. But why? Because you got the sickness. Sheesh. Maybe you should sit down, human. We need to have a talk. Possibly a long talk. How have I not questioned the fact that 5 cats are talking to me right now? That was a little too loud, but there are 5 cats that are talking to me. Talk? Yeah, that's right. Since when can cats... Okay, we got there eventually. Since when can cats talk? Oh, for goodness sake, since the dawn of time, how else do you think we communicate? Ah, stop splitting whiskers, Major. You know full well what a human is saying. I think the revelation here, Kara, is that you can understand us. Yeah, that too. Will someone please explain what the hell is going on here? Well, we don't fully understand everything ourselves. At least not all the details of how this works. I think being stood in a forest surrounded by a bunch of talking cats is about as much detail as anyone would want. I agree, and more to the point, we were rather hoping you would be able to help us. You are the scientist, after all. What we do know is that the clock has started ticking for you. What do you mean? Well, there's no easy way to say this to you, Kara. You'll be catified. I'll be what? Whether you help or not, you don't have a lot of time before... If I may, it would seem, and we are basing this on our own experiences to date, that when a human manages to find themselves in what I believe you call the danger zone, they are vulnerable in ways that they were previously not. That is to say, you're screwed. You're not helping. Don't make me... Oh, mountain lion, there'd be no violence of any kind. Forgive me for being a bit panicked here. The vulnerability to which Snooty Booty was referring is simply put, if you are bitten or scratched by an elder cat within the danger zone, you will begin a process of change that ultimately will result in a full feline transition. Catified. So basically you're telling me I'm a werecat. I look down, and in amongst the scratches on my right hand are 2 distinct puncture marks. The reality of my situation descends on me like a cold mist. Basically, yes. My head is spinning. This is too much for me to take in. This also doesn't sound like a back and forth thing. I think I'm just gonna turn into a cat. Take a breath now, Kara. You're not looking so good. What have I started to change? I feel my head for fur, ears, everything seems to be normal. No. I just mean you're looking a bit shaky, understandably so. I take a few deep, steady breaths and calm myself enough to say, okay, so Why? How? What? Give me some data. What have you got so far? Look, we'll answer anything that we can, but the truth is we have more questions than answers ourselves. So you said you need my help. What exactly would that entail? Well, finding our friends would be a start. The cats on this island, they're going missing. We don't know what's happening to them, but the body count is rising and we've hit a wall. A wall of ignorance, maybe? How many times do I have to tell you? The Muellers are to blame. Muellers? Bueller. No, Floofy Butt, there is no need for name-calling. Speaking of name-calling, I'll remind you to call me Major, madam. Look, they can't help the way they are. It's a lack of breeding, you know. Overbreeding, if you ask me. Again, Muellers? They're the elder cats, the island originals. They can't speak the way we can, hence the derogatory term Muellers. And how are they to blame exactly? Well, if I knew that, there would have been no need for this elaborate kidnapping. It's hardly proving to be a roaring success after all. Look, Kara, all we really know is that we are no longer safe on this island. The elders who live within the danger zone are hostile towards us. Not sure why, it's just always been that way. And now, because cats are being taken, nowhere else is safe either. You expect the occasional mishap. We live in an undomesticated world here, after all. But lately, cats have been disappearing almost every day. Even the last human we catified went missing. I'm sorry, what? Let's not open old wounds, Kibbles. Yes, onwards and upwards. Well, first things first, this werecat thing. Catification! Transition! Whatever! How does it work? Time passes and you transform into a cat. Yeah. Great. It's a gradual process. It's different for everyone, but you won't just turn overnight. The clock is ticking, however. The first side effect of the transition is being able to understand us. Well, some of us. Not the elders, obviously. Not all the domestics either. Then you have the whole heightened senses thing, the increased agility, the crazy body hair stuff. Let's not worry the human with all the details just yet. You literally kidnapped me to turn me into a cat to help you figure out why the cats are going missing. You're kidding. You have to be kidding. I assume there's an antidote? I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed in that assumption. Hang on, you said there was someone else who you'd put in this position? Well, let's hope you're a better bet than they were. Unfortunately, they weren't able to discover an antidote or get our friends back. I know where their notes are, though. Really? Trade. Huh? You help us, and I'll give you their progress reports. So what do you say, Kara? Will you help us? Listen, I'm not the best at making decisions so far. We can see that from the devil cat incident. I can't believe I just got kidnapped by cats I'm supposed to be researching, and now I'm on my way to be turned into the cat unless I can either find an antidote or help them. I feel like if I help them, I'm still gonna end up turning a cat. I don't know. This wasn't the course that I thought this game was going to take. I thought this was gonna be a cute cat dating game, and now it's just become this. And I don't know that I really want to help the cats that just straight up kidnapped me. You know, like, if you had asked me nicely, maybe, and I get that we can't talk if that doesn't happen, but like, there were definitely alternative measures. So you know what? No, I don't want to help you. Help you? After what you did to me? How could I ever trust you? You steal from me, you put me in mortal danger, lie to get what you want. What would you do in my situation? This ludicrous story about werecats is enough to make me think I must be going insane. So no, it's up to you to sort out whatever is going on here. I will have enough on my hands looking after myself.
Lame.
What did I tell you? I knew this human lacked the intellect and stamina to be a part of our research.
You rude, self-opinionated monkey! I would sooner turn into a cat than help you.
There's a shocked silence. Slowly, the small calico cat pads up to me. I'm so sorry, human. If there was some way I could help you, I would. Trixie begins to sob quietly before turning away. My eyesight begins to blur, but I can just about make out the cats retreating into the thick growth of the forest. Despite becoming more and more tired and foggy, I somehow make my way back to the research area, and that's it, really. I did plenty of work over the next few weeks on Cat Island, but I can't remember much of it. Time seems to have slipped by without my even noticing. I'm sure I did lots of good and interesting work here on the island, but I just can't recall any of it, only vague memories. At the end of the day, I'm really not that bothered. It all feels like a bit like a distant dream to me now. I stretch out in the sand, enjoying the midday sun on my fur, lazily licking my paws clean of the scraps left over from my morning feed. Meow! Well, I'm adorable, at least. Achievement unlocked, Chapter 1. Ending achieved. Anti-hero, relationship status single. Oh, they're just gone now! I wasn't expecting that to happen. Hold on. I don't really know where to go from here. We'll be back in the next episode, okay? Okay, goodbye!